Hi guys, it's me. I think I screwed up with Moody. I got sad. I got emotional. I'm still sad and emotional. That's another reason I'm sitting in the dark. I also gave myself a migraine from being sad and crying. Um, there's nothing wrong except, okay, I think he thinks I broke up with him and I didn't. Because he ain't talked to me since I talked to him. And I have all my solar lights over here because I don't feel like turning the light on. But so, and you didn't really want to, not that this is a better scene or anything, but I didn't think you really wanted to go and stare at a black screen for ever and ever. And I'm kind of using you as a sounding board rather than really, getting a video out. You're not my counselors, and I'm not expecting that. And please don't try to psychoanalyze me or anything like that. I just needed to get some stuff off my chest. Hello, my handsome. Hello, my handsome boy. Hello. He's been on me all day because I've been sad. I got on that stupid TikTok. And it's just my toes, Beba. You don't need to be excited about it. Um, and I was watching all the cute 95-year-old people be in love and still be in love after all the years that they've been in love and all that stuff. And I've been dating Moody uh, since 2014. You do the math. 11 years, 12 years, almost 12 years. And I got sad, not because I don't want him anymore, but because I do. He lives in Australia. And he has his own backstory, which has nothing to do with criminalization or anything like that. Just he has his own backstory, which is his to tell. And he told me, and it's mine to keep. And that is one gift that I will not give away because it is not mine to give. It's his. I will say he has nobody attached to him now there. But that's that. It's hard for him to get here. I mean, it's Australia. That's 5,000 miles away. And at the time I met him, I was probably at the lowest emotionally I could have been, and the highest in weight I could have been. And he, very supportive man, very nice, and he doesn't have a criminal history, so he could get here. Very supportive man, very good man. I because of his support, because of his love, I probably wouldn't be as advanced for myself as I am now. Oh, you're such a sweet baby boy. And I am so grateful for that. I am so grateful for that. But it would be nice, universe, not Moody. It's not his fault. That to wake up in the morning and somebody hands me a cup of coffee and maybe a breakfast that they made, that it would be nice. It having somebody that far away, and I'm probably reading the same book for anybody that's long distance dated. But having somebody that far away is comparable to being in love with somebody who has passed on, because you just can't get to them when you need them. Sure, I could dump my emotions on them. That's about all I can do. So I got sad because I miss what could be. I also am anticipating. There goes my communication again, and I can't speak right. Anticipating, even though she hasn't arrived yet, her departure, Pam's departure. Pam lives in a different state. My sister lives in a different state. My other two best friends live five hours away. I can't get to my daughter. The only people I can get to is sibling, and I don't want that. And my parents once a week. And I get to see my grandnephew at that time too, and my niece, because they go over. But that's all I get. This fugly woman had, I know what I am. I know what I look like. I know it's not very pleasing to a lot of people. It's not very pleasing to look at myself. I can look at myself and go, I know what people see. And that's fugly in the face. This is not beautiful. This is not nice to look at. I understand that. I know a few people are going to slap me upside the face and back down the other side for saying that. They're going to say, you're lying, that's not true, blah, blah, blah. But I got a wonderful personality. Many of them, I'm a girl. I don't want to be with the people around here because I grew up around the people around here and I didn't like them then. I don't like them now. They picked on me then. I don't want anything to do with them now. Like, I mean, when I was in school, some kid literally, I was smiling. I was having a good day. Probably about 4th grade. James Quant looked me in my face. He says, well, what do you got to be happy about? And then he continued to crap on my day, just to let me know what kind of trash I was. 5th grade. Nobody in 5th grade is trash, okay? Then the next year, standing by myself in school, outside, waiting to get in because we had to wait outside until they opened the doors. Patrick Ball comes up behind me and taps me on the shoulder like he's going to say something to me. I thought nothing of it. I thought he was going to say something to me. he hocked the biggest freaking loogie, and I mean snot, in my face in 6th grade because everybody thought I was garbage. So, and I'm only getting emotional like that because I've been emotional all day. So I'm only getting emotional over it now because I've been emotional all day. So, um, don't feel bad. Don't feel sorry. You're not my counselor. I was a kid. And if Aunt T'd been around, one thing is Patrick Balls landed his butt in prison probably for the rest of his life because he was doing bad things with the other kids in the back of the bus that they didn't want him to do. So he he got locked up. I don't know if he's still in prison, but he went to prison. The other kid, I have no clue. He was a jock and a jack. Yeah, I'm going to say it, jackass. Him and his little friends, all the jocks, jackass. And it didn't get any better in high school. Didn't get any better in high school. I was on the Odyssey of the Mind. Odyssey of the Mind, guys. And the team I was assigned to, the kid looked right at the teacher in this entire group and said, "We don't want that here. We want a real human being." So it's been all forces against me most of my life. That's why I said you can't hurt my feelings. It's already been done. You can't say anything original to me. You can't say anything that's going to ruin my life because I've kind of gotten over the fact that you're just being nasty and you're proving to the world who you are by saying those things to me, by pointing out the obvious, obviously. I mean, like I said, I know. I mean, this frizzy-haired rock troll from Frozen looking at you probably just about every freaking day. And I have to look at myself too. That's one of the I have to look at myself. I'm looking at a camera. I mean, mosquito. I had mosquitoes in here. I had like 6 of them on me earlier. Swallowed one. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll... No, I won't. Because I don't... I haven't felt like that in 30 years. 20 years. About 20 years. I just haven't. I have tried before. But that's because even now I get the thought in my head, and no, I don't get the thought of doing that. I just get this same thought. Why am I here? Why am I breathing? Why am I taking up food that a productive person could be eating? Why am I taking up the air that a productive person could be breathing? Why am I sucking up resources? Because I'm a trophy, because my parents were able to procreate. Yay, go you guys. Woohoo, here's your trophy. I wasn't even the gold star. I was the silver one. Maybe the bronze or copper one. Probably copper, because it corrodes. So anyway, I hope he doesn't think I broke up with him. I was just expressing to him that I was sad. And yeah, sometimes I get sad. I mean, I am human. Believe it or not, I'm human. um, I'm also rambling. Would be nice to be pampered sometimes rather than having to do that for myself too. That's what happens when you've been crying. Your face gets more puffy. People, I don't even know where I was going. I started my sentence with people. It even started out in home. Nothing. Here's how it went when I was a kid. My mom, she would tell me I was a surprise because they were told they couldn't have children after my sibling. They just couldn't do it. And guess what? I guess they were lied to or something. And in intervals and stuff throughout my life, my mom would always stick with, "You were a surprise." I don't know how he would say it now, because it's Dad, but... Hello, Bubbies. What do you need? Do you want your mama's lap? Come here, Bubba. Dad and I have a bad history. Because of the sibling. She's a narcissist. She is a narcissist of the worst kind, and she will tell you I am lying to your face, and she will tell you that I'm the bad person. But my parents are now finding out that because they're feeling her wrath from rejection now too. Get it, Squeaky? Kick its butt. So my dad would tell me I was a mistake. The one man a girl's supposed to love and trust, and a girl's first love is her dad, usually. Mine was Superman. Superman was my hero, not my dad. Sorry. Once the waterworks start, then it's hard for me to get them to stop. So now it's just happening. And he had, again, the narcissist who was screwing the entire family up. And me, who they thought was dumber than a box of rocks. And my mom. And we were all... No, I was going to say, my mom had uh, periods too, but I don't remember when she, I think, I don't remember. I don't remember. Because she said, because she did have a hysterectomy, but I don't remember when. And I don't remember if it was just after me or a few years after. But anyway, he at least had us two having that at the same time. And that one, oh, I was born, so it ticked her off. So, I mean, imagine her hormonal, too. So he drank a lot. I mean, it was to the point where one time I asked him for, was it $10 because she could fill your gas tank up at that time for $10 because I had to get to work. I'm back. And he reaches in his wallet and he grabs his $10. He says, "Is this gonna help you out?" He hands me $100 bill. I think he thought it was $10. I used $10 out of it and gave him the change because I'm just not that way. I realized young that that was an illness and he couldn't, he couldn't help it because he was sick. Mom has had her own emotional baggage. She had her own history with her own stuff that happened when she was a kid, too. So, we all have that. Dad, again, we have our history. I remember it. I don't think he does now. He is not the same person as he was. We've been getting along for probably a good 10, 15 years. And it started back then that I started to heal. And I'm okay. It's okay to have emotions. And it's actually a pretty monumental thing for me to realize I'm sad. Because when I was younger, I was only allowed to show if I was angry or if I was sad. If I was happy, somebody would come by and ruin it for me. And if some outside force didn't do it, somebody in the family would. Her. So, um, why is my camera doing that? That's weird. uh, oh, it's because my hand was up, maybe? I don't know. And then, again, don't feel sorry for me because everything I've gone through for a reason or a lesson. I learned from all of it. That's another reason why I am. On one hand, I'd like to be social and talk to people. On the other hand, I'm like, oh, wait, I know what you want. And it has nothing to do with being nice to me. It has to do with gaining something for yourself. And then when I don't have it anymore, you don't want me anymore. And that mosquito is bothering me. Get it, Squeaky. Just about, other than Moody, because he can't do it and he wouldn't, that I know of. I trust that he wouldn't because, again, 2014, It's an awful long time to keep a lie going if it's if he was lying. It's an awful long time. Other than him and one other man, the rest of the men used me as a punching bag and somewhere to spew their volatile vomit emotional crap on. And when I stood up for myself, I was no good. And they tried to beat that out of me too. Like literally one dude punched me in the eyes and both of them were black. And you want to know something? The police of Sheboygan almost arrested me for it. I called them. I had it on my face. He could see it on my face. And he looked at me and he said, and he waved his finger in my face, this cop. He said, I did not see it happen. I can't prove that it happened. And if you call me again, you're going to jail. Because you're wasting my time. So I don't trust the police. At all. Because they ain't behind your side. They're over there trying to get their money for their donuts. I don't trust cops. And guess what? It was another man. The only reason that guy got out of my life is because he was cheating on me with somebody else. And he ended up laying his hands on her throat and going to jail. He went to jail for that one. But for me, and the obvious on my face, and I was the criminal. So again, you can't abuse me any more than I already have been. And the strength you see in me? Oh, what, Bubba? What? Hi, you look scary. The strength you see in me, that I can rig things like this lamp up. Like that. That's a lamp. Or I can rig that lamp up. Or I can build a bike. 2 bikes. Or I can build dressers. Or anybody that can read instructions can do that, honestly. And if you look at everything in life as a puzzle and it's got a piece in it or a piece to it, I don't care if it's a flat puzzle with the weird shapes that we're all used to, or if it's a 3D puzzle like a bicycle and gears. It's all a puzzle, and it's all got a place for those pieces. So anybody could do that. I knew a guy, my niece's father, couldn't read. And you know what the man could do? He could take a picture of a carburetor, take the dang thing apart, fix it, and put it back in working from a picture. So, even if you can't read, you can still do those kinds of things. You can. You have the ability, or you have the potential to be able to. I'm nothing special. It's nothing special. But the strength you see in me, being able to do those things, is because I have to do it. I'm forced to do it. I have to make my own coffee. I have to make my own food. I have to mow my own lawn. Even though when I go and I have to do that with the... What, baby? I think, come here. I have to do that with the saw blade because it's been a couple of days. But even though I say it is a privilege to be able to do these things, because on one hand it is, hi baby, come here. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Go come see me. Because I have been in predicaments where I can't do those things. Because sometimes I didn't have running water. Sometimes I didn't have anything to mow my lawn, so I had to sit there and look at whatever grew. Which I found some pretty interesting wild plants, wild medicinals, and not medicinals. Hi. Come here. Why do I have to beg you? You're begging me. Come on. Come on. Come be with me. Like tansy, which I can't remember what it does, but it's important. I can't remember at the moment what it does, but it's important. It's a wild herb. Burdock. Oh. Wild raspberries. No, I didn't get very many of them last year because the year in that fall I cut most of them down so that the good ones would grow. And I guess maybe it needed a year to recover or something, but so I know a lot of, because I wasn't able to mow my lawn, there were a lot of things that I discovered that grow in it and that I avoid with the lawnmower now. Come here, baby. Come on, come see the mama. So yeah, the strength you see in me, I kind of see it as a weakness. Like I said, I'm able to do that, but I shouldn't have to. And I do, and I have to. But it has been up until about 5 years ago that I couldn't tell you what I felt. I didn't know what emotion it was that I was feeling because I was only allowed to show that I was sad or angry. I wasn't allowed to be happy. So I didn't know what happy was. I'm pretty sure I probably felt it, but couldn't tell you that it was happy. Just knew that even if I was happy, that was going to pass really fast. It wasn't going to stay. Am I happy now? I'm content. At the moment, I'm sad. I guess I'm content. There's either suffer from it or be content with the situation I'm in. And I choose not to suffer. I've fought my battles, you guys. I've totally fought my battles. I don't need to fight anymore. However, like I said about that one video, you don't want to unlock Tressa. Aunt T's the cool one. You don't want to talk to you don't want to talk to Tressa. Oh, you go sniff it. It's a good boy. But I mean, if you look at a Pisces, people think Pisces are just these little fish, like on Nemo, Dory. Swimming, la 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 la. There's two sides. There's a yin and a yang. A white, a dark, and a light. And Yeah, we can be the little blue fish. We can also be a shark. Yeah, or a barracuda. Or anything like that. So yeah, there's Aunt T, the yin, the light. Then there's Tressa. She ain't nothing. Yeah, you don't want to mess with her. You don't want to mess with her. You don't want to mess with her or Aunt T's people. Because Aunt T will step aside and Tressa will come out. That's where I learned to be blunt. And say it like it was. Because I was tired of taking it. Take it, 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 take it. Why should I have to? Why should I have to? You deal with it. Your garbage. You deal with it. And no, just because I'm TP doesn't mean you can wipe your butt on me. This is like that 99-cent Dollar Tree TP that feels like you got splinters going in your bunghole. Because I'll bite you back. That mosquito. My headache's not seeming to go away, and it's probably because I'm stressed out about my situation. And I am rambling, and I did get off my chest what I needed to get off my chest. And there's not going to be an intro or an outro. It's just I'm going to slide into your, into your YouTube in the middle of the night. Woo! Thank you all for listening. I sure do appreciate it. And the ones that are subscribed, last time I noticed, it was 81 now. It might be different now. It changes. It changes up or down during the day. Like I'll get one gone and then one comes in, or one leaves and two come, and yeah, people subscribe and unsubscribe all the time. I'm not. It's like watching that 5 pounds. I need to lose 5 pounds. I lost 5 pounds and I gained 10. Oh no, I lost 10 and now I gained 5. It's gonna waffle. I'm not worried about it. If I'm not your cup of tea, bye. But I do appreciate the ones that do regularly listen and talk. You know, even if you don't comment or anything like that, I appreciate the fact that you're sitting here listening to me just ramble along and do this life thing. One of the things that I happen to do, and Moody asks me to do because he likes to watch. He likes to watch me ride my bike. He likes to watch me go places and do things because he feels like he's with me. I understand that. And my dad asked me one day, because I was putting my harness on and my phone on the harness to go take a bike ride back home. And he says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing a vlog." I said, "People want to watch me ride my bike." And I said, "Besides, if you don't hear from me again and they find my phone, I've been recording, you'll find out what happened. It's a safety measure." Once I said it was a safety measure, he was like, "Oh, okay, I gotcha." So that is one thing that I do. And yeah, I do publish it because he does like watching it, and some other people might like to watch it too. But basically, as a safety measure, I'm recording myself and where I am and what I'm doing if I'm alone, because I am alone. uh, I'm not unarmed. I don't know if I showed you my toolbox. You know, I know my way around a toolbox. Obviously, I know how to build things. And I said the other day, I gotta find my glasses. I said the other day, I gotta find my glasses. So I said the other day, I'm not an electrician, I'm an electrician's daughter. Well, obviously. And not only was he an electrician, he was an electrician journeyman. And he finished that course or whatever. Apparently, Dad said after a few years he was teaching himself or something. He was also a tool maker. I think a die caster as well. But he was a tool maker. So I mean, dude's smart. So I know my way around toolbox. But ooh, it's dark. Oh, ew. Oh, that was Charlie. I gotta pick that up on my bike. I almost stopped instead of. There's this wonderful bag here. And in this bag, flashlight. Haha. This multi-tool. An extra cord. That thing is for when you need to take the stem out of a tire. I have this multi-tool. And I have, well, this is not really a multi-tool. I think it's just, no, it's a multi-tool too, because it's got wrenches on it, but it's basically an Allen wrench. And a Swiss Army knife. So, I'm not unarmed. Because you know every one of them has a knife on it. But I just know that, I guess for a good safety measure, you know, I watch a lot of true crime. And I know that joggers disappear pretty regularly. And you saw the path that I ride my bike on. And there's houses back there. And I'm alone. The other day when I went to go visit my mom and dad, there was a biker, another bicyclist. And he had a regular bike. And I go, beep, beep, right behind you. And as I pass him, this dude goes, you have one of those fancy bikes. I'm going to get me one of those fancy bikes. Me and him are the only ones on the path. I said, well, it's better than having a car. And I pedaled away fast because I didn't want him to see where I was going. So oh, what is it? Oh, I swear I fed him. I know I fed him. Maybe it is time. I don't know. Squeaky, just because I'm in the kitchen doesn't mean you need to eat. No. No. But, like I said, recording myself when I'm out and about by myself is a safety measure. I also usually have my new chain, quote unquote chain. It's a dog tie out. And usually I have that wrapped around in a circle and accessible on my handlebar when I'm riding because it has these on it. You're going to smack somebody with that, they're going to think twice. So, anyway, I appreciate you listening every time you do listen, and I appreciate you subscribing. I'm not here really to be, famous or anything like that. A few friends of mine wanted to see me more often, and this is the way we do it. And other people subscribed, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. But I'm going to go now and, I don't know, maybe sleep this headache off, or hopefully he'll get back to me. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.